One thing is that this app keyword we have made it common.
Mm.
Okay, so that one app keyword is going to use for all the things. Okay, now suppose when my test case starts, it is going for session, the first thing. Okay, now here it will going to make one object. Okay, now
Yeah, new object is
after
opened.
okay, now after that it is going to go into function create lead again. This is going to create a new function,
Mm-hmm.
a new object. Okay,
Yeah.
when now suppose what will I do? I will give you an example. Say I have to declare one. Okay, let's say you understand that what is the problem I am discussing.
Yeah.
Uh, then tell me what is the problem.
No, it's not a problem. You're just discussing like the same keyword, like same object to be used in other program, right? Other class. That is what you said
No,
now.
the same object I want, but what is the logic behind it? Why I'm worrying that when I go for this thing, now suppose in the session, what I'm doing, I'm opening the existing browser here. Suppose I will existing browser. Okay.
Because you are using parent, you are deriving from the parent class to the child class. That's why you are using like this.
Mm, now suppose uh, I've done this. Now after
Yeah.
that, when it go to the lead management again,
Yeah.
there is I have to do it in the you can say new way that
No, here you no need to do, right? Because you already
uh,
defined there. Why do you want it to do here?
mm, that why that's the thing because when I extending this is one class,
Yes.
this is one class, another class. So again, when I declare the object again here, then it will make a new object here, then here. So what I have done, I have commented on this thing, okay, and commenting on this
So
thing.
in that
Uh,
case, you can put that Chrome also in extension only, right? You can put that Chrome open also in the base test, right? This one, yeah, open
no,
existing
no,
browser.
no, 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 no. Base test is a different thing. Just try to. This file will manage the session thing, like do login thing, quitting thing. This file will manage those things. Okay, and this file has all the coding, like say my XPath, something like that. Because if you see, I have not used here XPath, something like that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I have used all the XPath over here only.
yes. Because this
Okay,
is the main class
okay,
that you are going to execute.
yeah. So now what I want that say, say I will declare one thing here public int I. Okay, now what will I do? I will here say I equal to 10. Okay, now in the first it go to session. Okay, now that I is public, it gonna use because I'm extending this base test class. So what will I do? I say I equal to mm, I plus 10. Okay, and I say yes, so value of I. Okay. Now what I have done, I have here in the before test, I have declared this value 10. So in this, the value if I is equal to I plus 10, then it should be 20.
Yes. Oh,
Okay. Okay. And say the same thing.
oh, okay. One second. Can you go to the lead management? Can you go to the lead management? One second. Did you? Okay. The base test, please. Base test. One second. I don't know. Like one thing I got. Okay. Yeah. 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 I got it.
Okay. Now here I will say, then I after that when it go to the session thing,
Mm.
here I is 20. In
Mm-hmm.
my opinion, I'm saying I is 20. So
Yeah.
what I do, I will become 20. Then say I equal to I plus 30. 20 plus 30 will means 50. The thing is that
Oh, that I.
understanding,
Okay.
because what is the serious can say uh, first it will go to the this thing do login in
Yes.
the session, then it will go to the create lead, then it will go to the verify lead.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the structure that we are defining.
Yes.
Okay, now in my deal suit I have only one case. uh, what I will do, I will right now I will just okay, now there is only one test case, that is your do login. After that, we'll go to create lead, then verify lead. This is a
Yeah.
test case we have only. Now, if I uh, run as TestNG suite, okay, now pass is 3, console. Okay, now, now if you see over here in do login before test, value of I is 20, and in create lead, value of I is 30. But what we think that value of I in create lead will be 50. Getting my point
Mm.
or not? Okay, now if I go to session, this is
Oh,
say
2030 is no, but that before method. Okay.
okay
Verifying lead.
now
You did not run that verify lead also had that count, right? That lead also
no
had.
no lead management, in lead management I have
Yeah,
do
here
this
it is. See, I
30,
plus 30.
but here what is done, it has not print the value as 50 because am understanding that it will go for the 30 thing, but no.
Okay.
Why?
Because you did a plus I. Oh
Here
no.
I'm thinking that whether when it is go for this thing 10 plus 10 20, the value of I is say your 20, 10 plus 10 20. After that when it go to here in lead management, I plus 30, then 20 plus
Yeah,
30,
20 plus 30 is 50. Yeah.
it should be 50. Because whenever I'm extending the base test, now you have to understand this logic thing. Now
Oh, it is
whenever
taken from the base test value.
yes, because I have declared in the base test because I want to use the common thing. Now whenever I say,
Okay.
now suppose I have declared my I in base test. Okay, now this
Mhm.
is base test, just base test. Now
Yeah. So
two
that is the
classes
parent.
two classes are extending this base test. Now what are those two classes? One is session and another one is lead management.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have declared common variable I over here,
Mm.
and I want to use this I variable in this. Now what happens when they two extend the things? I this I, the object created over here, is different from this object created over here because these two classes are extending this thing. These are child classes for this parent class. Whenever I make a extend this I is different from this I. It will create two objects, one of this I,
Okay.
one of this I. Now suppose I have incrementing this I, then it will not affect this I, not
Yeah,
at all.
because that is only defined within that particular class, right?
Whenever I'm making the object of this base test, I'm extending this. Suppose this extend this I, this base test class, then there is a new object I over here, and whenever this extend this base test class, there is I, a new object. There is no relation between these two. These two are different I's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why I have incrementing over here, then it is not going to affect over here. No, these two are different things. So how to manage this? So for this we have something known as I test context. Okay, now say mm, just a minute.
But why it did not print the lead thing? Why it did not print the lead item? Verifying the
which
lead or
which one?
no, this lead management also, right? It has I plus 30
I'm
30
not able
for
to
the create
understand
lead.
your. I'm not able to understand your question. What you're
Okay,
trying
okay,
to say?
okay, leave it. Okay, okay, leave it. I'll try it and see it. Yeah, maybe I misunderstood.
What are you? What are you confusing? Why are you confusing? What has
No,
not it
no,
print?
you no, you executed entire script, right?
Yes.
All the calls. So in that
Hmm.
case, do login, like session happened, and then do login, base test, everything got created, but I did not see this lead management. Lead management, you again you are printing, right? I is equal to I plus 30, and even though it is taking from base for different action, but what happens to this lead management? Why it did not print like that? I was even though it is extended to base, but then what will happen to this create lead I value?
I'm not able to understand your question. Anyways,
Okay,
I'm
okay, leave
not
it, leave
able.
it.
No, but why? What is the question? What is the confusing in your mind? Just tell
No,
me.
Abhijit. So for example, okay, you that the three method you ran, right? So I is equal to 20, I is equal to 30. Because you took from session session thing, then you took from base, the value got printed. But this lead management value, whatever you're printing, I is equal to that, I plus 30. I did
Yes.
not see anything printing for this, even though,
What is
so
this?
I'm confused.
What is this?
Okay, I plus 30, I
Then what is this? In the create lead, I'm saying that I'm in the create lead. Now, what is the process? First, it will go for the login
session.
thing
Mm,
session. What is it is here in do login? It has printing
yes.
over here, and then say I to I plus 10. I have incremented I in the before test. I have give this value here. If you remember, I equal to 10. So before test will run first. Before test, then it will
Oh,
go for the before
mm,
method. Before method, then it will go to the session do login in do login here. Then I plus 10. I equal to I have already incremented 10.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
Now I'm sorry. I got confused with that test method. Okay, sorry.
Okay. The thing is that I'm discussing the problem that why I want I for the same stages because if you see over here, I have extending this base test class. So whenever this test class extends, it's make a new object of I, because I is initialized over here. So it will I make a new object over here as well. I object over here. So these two are different objects. But what I want, suppose here I is 10. I have initialized in the base test. Now I have increment I by 10. 10 plus 10 is
Yes,
20 over here.
20.
Okay, but it is not going to add 10 over here, because these the
I
two
got
are
you.
different. But what I
Mm.
want, but that's okay. This is 20. This I is 20 over here. I want to use this same stage I over here, because after this session, it will come into the lead management. And what I want, if it increments over here, I should know that I is 20 here. So what will I do? I will pass something known as I test context. There is a
Yeah, we saw this one. Yeah.
okay. So I text context. So and what I will do, I will uh, set a variable over here. Say I have to in the base test as well. Okay. Now what will I do? Context dot set attribute, and attribute name is say I will, and I will okay, and say session here. What will I do? I will get this value I equal to context dot get attribute, and what is the name? Let's say I will, okay, and then I have to cast it. Okay, now here I will go to 20 again. I will do this the same thing over here. Okay, and say I will pass this context over here as well. Okay, now you see that here I will become 50.
Mm.
Just a minute. Uh, Indoor
I
login,
think it did not come.
get attribute. Now I have, after this, I have to set the attribute. Okay, let's check. Context attribute. Okay, now let's check.
Mhm.
Sorry. Now value of I is do login is 20 in lead management. Sorry, session 10 plus 10. What will I do? I will put one more print statement above here and say before. Let's say
Before the incremental.
do login. This is do login, and yes, sorry, this is in the yeah do login, and value of I before in create lead. Okay, now again I will run it. Okay,
Oh, okay. Before to login 10.
before
The file.
before do login 10. Now it becomes 20. Okay, I have to set it again. Just a minute. mm, in session. When I increment it, I have to set the value again. Okay, now if I run this again, now you see,
Yeah, 50.
okay, why? Because
20,
I'm
then it went
after,
to
yeah,
30.
I have get the value, I have
Mhm.
increment the value, then then I have again set the value again. Okay, that's why on this stage, if you see on the here in the before create lead, it is 20. It is
Yeah,
incremented over here. Then I have set the value of I again in the
again to
context.
20.
Okay, again set to 20. Then after that, when it go to create lead, it will get the I as 20. Then it adds 30 to it. Then after that, it becomes 50. Okay, so
Okay.
understand the concept. Now I will going to delete this one. Okay, now this. Okay, this one. Okay, now what will I do in my base test? I will do the same thing for my app keyword. This app. Okay, so deleted, deleted the unused thing. Okay, now what will I do here? App equal to new application keywords. Yes. Okay, now and I will set it over here context dot set attribute. Attribute name will be app, and what will I set? This app. Okay, now I will use the same app keyword, one app keyword,
What is this one app keyword?
this app
Okay, okay, okay.
keyword. You can say one app keyword object for entire test.
Oh, you
Okay,
have declared, okay, whatever you're using in the base test, that is what. So what
I ha-
will
your
happen
voice
in
is
the
breaking.
section? Will
Your
you
voice is breaking.
you already deleted it?
I'm not able to
Okay,
hear you properly. Your voice is
okay, okay, okay.
very much
So,
breaking. Hello,
okay, 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 okay. Go
hello.
ahead, go ahead.
I'm not able to hear you. Hello, hello.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Your voice is very much breaking right now. I can hear you, but your voice is very much breaking.
Okay, okay, you continue. I'm not talking. You continue.
Okay, no, now it is. I'm hearing properly right now. I have just hear you this line, but when you speak very much fast, your voice is very much breaking. Like it's your internet is breaking. I think so. I don't know what's the problem.
No, no. Today only they changed the new internet actually. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's why today I told you, right?
Y- Your voice is like
It's okay. Go ahead.
when there is some disturbance in there that your voice is like keep breaking. Okay, so now there is one app keyword for my entire test. Okay, now in my do login, first it will go to the do login. So what will I do? Hmm, Control C, Control V. I will delete it over here. Okay, context dot get attribute. Attribute name is app. Okay, and I have to cast it over here. Okay, now suppose what will I do? I will open the Chrome thing. Hmm, uh, do you remember the that command?
For getting the
Opening
driver.
the no, opening the existing Chrome.
No, actually, that one and another that snipper thing I wanted to get from you, that snipper code you wrote, right? Both,
What snipper code?
like when you were doing the TestNG in XML, you created one extra for the uh, like reporting. Like, so I asked you
Parameterizable
to
tool.
send.
What what thing? I don't know what
No,
particular you are talking.
like that. You remember I asked you to send that config file for the TestNG, like because wherever you are writing the reports and all, like the XML for the configuration POM file for the TestNG. I asked you. So that one and
Which
this,
file? This file.
like
Your
when
file.
the
Here
first time
this
you
this
started
file.
with the TestNG for reporting. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
I have sent you all the things. I think so in the email.
No, this one you just send me test runner. I saw I was collecting the documents to in order to check it. In that I did not get this one. And also if you go down, right? If you go down in this,
Hmm.
I can tell you. Okay, here you added one another one thing for the reporting. Like I forgot when I
This
was
one.
recollect, not this plus something else also you added, like some code you added, extra code you added down,
Where?
like after the dependent before the project, like I
Where?
forgot. Okay, yeah,
This is
that's
a
okay.
pom.xml file. This is I got it.
Yeah, this one I want from you because this is one you are using it. And
So
so
you,
this one has the test engine report and all right. Yeah, this is one sample I wanted.
so you can see and you can
No,
say you
no,
can
I,
write it
I,
over here.
I always do by myself, but this one just from, whatever you are using it, I just, because there is
You
no
can
way.
see the version. You can just go for that dependency. Just write this one. Go to Google. Write it like here. If I go to Google.
Yeah, yeah, no, I do have because I created, right? All the scripts I
Mhm,
also created, whatever you're doing,
mhm,
I also created, so I do have my version
mhm.
because, yeah, so it's fine. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, the thing is that uh, okay, context dot get attribute. So I am here. I am asking that you remember that command or not.
No,
Mm,
this one I don't remember because this I never used it.
Debugging port. I think so. This is a. You remember this one? The open the existing browser or not?
No, this one I never
Your
wanted
voice
to
is
do it,
very, very
right?
much breaking.
Because
Your voice is breaking.
okay,
Please adjust
okay,
your
okay.
zero user data. Yeah, yeah. I think so. Shift copy as path. Import. This is the thing I think. Okay.
I think it was internet problem.
Yeah, your internet is very on the low side, I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah. They just changed yesterday. So just I
Mm,
saw it says internet, weak, and then it again got fine.
okay, let's do this thing. Okay, session and open Linux comprises and data management. Mm, this it runs don't remember the code.
This is for what? What you are trying to open from the Chrome?
I am opening the existing browser. We have done this thing
Oh,
many
okay.
times.
That I always open the new one. That's why I always open a new one. This one you did with that your application, that Snowy application.
Yeah, let's see that if I open the, I think the Chrome driver will have to update. Passive one failure to. Okay, let's see. Mm, stable. Okay, Chrome driver Win64.
For me, always I use the new browser only.
Pardon?
I never even tried. I always use the new browser. I never even tried this existing browser concept.
see the from driver. So with the error D drivers. Okay, let's run it with the new browser.
Mm.
एक minute. Uh, just a minute. No.
Okay.
Yeah, Kutai.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do one thing in my session. I'm not going to open existing browser.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to open the new browser.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see now if it works. Now you see it is working.
Yeah.
And what I have done, I have opened the browser over here and I have entered the URL over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because in the base test set the I have set the app attribute. So
Object.
I am I am getting the same over here and I am getting the same over here. I'm not getting into the coding thing. Okay, that what I have to do that
Yeah,
go
yeah,
the
yeah. Yeah, that we are clear. Yeah.
I'm not going to that thing. What I am going to do that, yeah, okay. Now this is thing that this is the logic thing that I'm using the same app keyword in the same test case in the different files. You see that here session
Mm-hmm.
lead management. Suppose there is one more file, then my test case is going there. I'm not worried about that because I have now one app keyword for all my for my test cases. Now here app is same. I have set the app attribute over here and I am getting the same attribute over
Yeah.
here, same over here, and same over in the
Mm-hmm.
different class. Okay, you have to understand the concept. What is this? You are typing. Okay, now what will I do?
Now you are able to hear my voice properly, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm hearing you
Okay.
properly,
It
but
was
when
because of
you,
internet, I think.
yeah, I have
No, that was
told you.
because of internet only. Because I
Okay,
saw the message coming.
okay. Now I have to write this every line over here, like application app, again here, application app over here as well. Then in the third method here, I have to write the same line as well, application app to do. So we can avoid this. How? In the base test, if you see there is one method before method that is going to run before every function or every method. Okay,
Okay.
now you see before method because if this is my one
Mm-hmm.
test before test, Then before method, when it goes to the do login, before method create lead, before method verifying lead. So what will I do? I will set my context, set my context app. So I have to copy this line and say paste it over here. Okay. Now I don't have to do this things again. Okay. Now to sorry to understand it, which one is the I think so this is okay. This is an existing browser. Okay. Now if I run it again, now you see I don't have
Yeah.
to write it again and again.
Mm.
This thing. I
But
don't have to write it
yeah.
again and again. Okay, I have used in the before method in my base test, and this will be used in every context, every function in which I have passed the context. Okay,
Yeah.
now we talk about reports. Okay,
Mm.
now what will I do? I will make a new package over here and name it as reports.
This is just for
Just,
the report, right?
yeah, this is just for the reports.
Okay.
Okay, and always write package name in small letters.
Okay.
Okay, and I think so we have one class. Uh,
Why the package name is showing differently for this reports?
pardon, I'm not. What the
No, like
question?
it should show like in an yellow color, right? Why it is showing white?
When we add file, then it will turn yellow.
Okay, okay,
Right now it is
okay.
empty.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so we have one file that extent manager file. We have made it.
You mean the test runner?
No, that extent manager. We have done that thing. Uh, TestNG me one example. Mm, When we done the reports thing, we have done that. We have used the file. I'm going to use that same file over here as well. We have done it. But where is that? I don't know. Abstract access collection interface more constructors object read from Excel study material.
No, that is Java.
Mm, this
Those
is
all are
POI.
Java.
Yeah, what will I do? I will. Where is that? Source main Java. Yeah, reports. Yeah, this file I am talking. Uh, okay, so this is the file I'm talking about.
Hmm. I'll check it today only I was trying to download all those things, but
Okay, so this is the file
uh,
that I'm going to use it. Okay, now this is the path, my project path, the new extent reports. Okay, screenshot folder path, file F, director. We have worked on this, if you remember.
yes, we did, yeah.
Okay, so I have just copied the same file over here. So I'm not getting the logic. I'm not able going to repeat the logic thing again. This for this one. That what we have going to do. I'm going to use the same report. Okay, and say static. Okay, now in my pom.xml, I have already add the dependency for this event stack. Okay, do for the, going for this version 5.0.9. Okay, now after that, what will I do? In my base test, I will declare two things: public extent reports rep. Okay, and I will import it and say public extent test test. Okay, and I will import this one as well. Okay, now here in my before test, what will I do? Rep equal to extent extent manager dot get reports. Okay, and what will I do? I will make a one reports folder under my project name. Okay, so this is my reports folder. Okay, so now in my base test,
Okay, it's common or you did that. So that's under one. Okay, you created report package, right? After that, you created
report no report report this is a reports package inside my main Java
okay.
where my extent manager class is there, and I have made the reports folder under my project name.
Ah, okay, okay.
Okay, now rep dot create test. What is the test name? I will get the test name from
Lead management. Oh, contact.
context dot get current XML test dot get name. Okay, and we're going for the log thing test dot log status dot info, and what will the info? Starting test, again the same thing. Okay, now I'm going for the reporting thing. Now when I go for before test, and I will go for my flush method, and this will be in my public void. I am doing in the base test. Okay, quit.
Mm.
Okay, now say if rep is not equal to null,
Mm-hmm.
then rep dot flush. Okay, and what will be this method? This will be my after
Like
test.
log out kind of thing.
After test, when my test executed completely, then this method will run for every test.
Okay. So this
Okay,
applies only for the test, not like method.
no, this method, so what I'm doing, this method will run once for every test, and
Mm.
this method will run once for every test. But this method runs for every method, every
Okay.
function. One test can contain many methods. It may be three, it may be four. So this will run once before test or after test. Will run only once. But before method will run for every method. Now what is every method? What is going for this?
Logging.
Then okay, then it after this it will go for this, then before method. Okay, then it will go for verify lead, then before method. So method will run for every function. Okay,
Yeah. But we here there is a disadvantage, right? What if I don't want to use a login URL for every uh, test cases, right? That time I will get stuck.
why are you why every test is different. If I'm
Okay,
talking
okay,
about
okay, okay,
one
okay.
test, I'm talking one test will contain three methods. If you're running the same test again, then again three methods will gonna call. If you run that test third time with different credentials, then for every test, before method and after method will run once, but before method, so before test and after test will run once for one test. Suppose I am running three test cases.
Okay.
One with username Abhi, second with username Kothai, third with username Anil. So there are
Okay,
three
okay,
test
okay.
cases.
It's for the data parameter for different use cases. Yeah.
Yeah, I have run what I have run? I have run three test cases.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
run three test cases. So
yeah.
for every test, this before test will call once for every test. That means for three test cases, before test will run three times.
Yes, yes.
Before
Okay,
test
I
will
now I
run.
understood when you said like the entire test run, the like end-to-end loop. This is not like based on test individual test cases, but end-to-end loop.
Now suppose my test run three times. Suppose my test run only once. This is the test I'm talking about. Now,
Hmm.
this is the test. Okay, now when this test run, there is first is before test. This is before test.
Yeah.
Okay,
Then
now
before
there
method.
are there are three functions. Okay, three functions are there. One,
Mm.
two, three. Okay, now functions or methods mean same. So before method will run three times.
Yeah.
BM, BM, and again BM.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay. Okay. Test method.
when this test end, that means after the test. Now, again 80. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is after test. Now,
Yeah.
what is this? This is only one test. Test one.
One. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this
Then
is
the
one
loop
test.
goes and again it will come
Okay,
for the same. Mm.
this is one test. Okay, just a minute. This is one test. Now, if it run it again, then there is another test. Then in that case, before test will run, then before method, before method, before method, then after test. If there is another test case, then there before test, after test, and before method, before method, before method.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Now I
this
got.
is the
Yeah.
concept. So don't get confused that if I don't want to do that, don't want to do that. Just try to understand the logic. What I am doing, I am making my one
Okay.
class that is base test. That is going for every test case. Suppose this is a test case of creation of lead.
Yeah.
This two test is for creation of lead.
Mm.
Okay, and this is third test that is for updation of lead.
Okay.
And in updation of lead, suppose you have only two
Session.
two methods. You are calling only two methods, update lead and verifying the lead. Only this thing. Suppose. So before method will call it two times, and before test and after test will call once. Okay. So this is the thing, this is a concept. So
Okay.
after every test, there is a after test and there is a before test for every test case.
Okay.
Okay, that's why I'm going to make a report.
Okay.
Okay, now what will I do? Now what I want the same this you can say this rep thing across my or you can say across my one test case. So what will I do? I will set this context dot set attribute say report and I will name it as say rep. Okay, now okay, I will okay. So I can use this same variable across my whole test. Okay, and here for every method before this function of after the test, this method is called for every method. So I will text dot get get attribute and the attribute name is report. Okay, and I have to cast it and here say test equal to context dot get attribute say test. Hmm, this thing now getting what I'm doing.
Little bit. Yeah, I got lost in that last. Okay. I think I got lost.
The thing is that I'm getting this two variables for every test case. Now what I have done over here, why I have commented this out? Because I'm using the this app variable from where
In the base test.
uh, yeah, and I'm setting this in every method getting this. That's why
Yeah.
I'm not
Mm.
that's why I'm not writing that code over there. This thing I have avoid this thing
Okay. Okay. Okay.
because
But
before method will be called for method
okay.
every function that is going to execute in my test cases. Now in this test case there are three functions that are going to execute. One is in the session, that is your do login, and other two are in the lead management, create lead,
Okay.
then verify lead. So for every method my before method is going to call. That's why I'm setting
Mm.
over it here.
Okay.
Okay. Now, but the problem is that now this test, why I'm going to read this because in my keywords, if you see over here, in my application keyword, I want to do some logging things like I have doing something. Okay, I want to log something in my report. Suppose here that I'm say I'm using this file, I'm using this path, I'm using, but this is not present over here in the sorry, in the application keywords file. So how can I make this test variable across my all the thing? What will I
Where
do?
the space?
What will do? I will public extent test.
Oh, you're using in the keyword, huh? Okay.
We are using in the generic keywords.
Mm, mm, mm.
Okay, and say what will I do in my application keyword? I will make one say public void set report. Okay, and I will pass my extent test test. Okay, and what will I do here in my base test when I before this say app dot set report, and I will pass my test variable over there. Okay, and mm, in application keywords. Okay, now here what will I do? Say this dot test equal to test. Okay, now with this test is from where?
from the
From
base.
my
Yeah,
from
from
the
the yeah,
generic keywords I have declared it over here. Now this test variable is available in all these files. I have set it over here, this dot test, because when the base test is called in the before test, I am I'm passing that same test variable to my set report.
yeah.
Set report
It's little
will
bit.
set.
Yeah, this particular report, I think it has a lot of things to be done in order to get running.
Okay, now the thing is that I can do the logging things. What's the log thing? Suppose if I'm opening the browser, I say test dot log, say status dot info, and I will just say opening browser plus browser name. Okay, and the same thing I can do here if I'm going for the existing browser. Okay, suppose if I'm going for the navigate, I say
Even
navigate.
among Selenium and Java framework is the one
Again, your voice breaking.
very hard. No, okay.
Okay.
Out of the course, in this course, right? Are you able
Mm-hmm.
to hear me?
Yeah,
Was- Say, I thought Java is hard. I thought Selenium is hard. Everything was easy. Now I think framework is the biggest, hardest one for me now.
it is all that logic thing that how I am execute one test and how I am going to use one keyword across my whole test.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
now this test variable. Now I will talk about, you can say, your failure thing. Okay, now say there are three types of failures. Okay, now one is critical.
Yeah.
Okay,
Medium.
when one say one is unexpected.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now right now I'm talking about the two failures. One is critical and one is unexpected.
Yeah.
Critical means suppose uh, suppose you are finding one text box with the X path, but that text box is not there. Your
Mm.
code is unable to find the text box with the X path, so that is a critical failure. Okay, one is unexpected. Unexpected means suppose you are going to click on something, unexpected is happen, and one is, you can say, expected failure, or you can say, okay, yeah, okay, in the simple language chalta hai. Like suppose when you matching the titles, okay, now, okay, your title is not match, but what you want that your test case should proceed. Okay, suppose in the title thing you you can say deliberately or some by mistake, you have not written one keyword. Like it is say wisdom training and your wisdom trainings with S. So that title will not match. But that is not a critical failure, or you can say unexpected. Okay, you can say, okay, I can expect this failure. I accepted this failure, but I want to run this test as well if that happens. Okay, so we are going to use say in my generic keywords soft assert. We have already talked about this soft assert thing.
Yeah.
Okay, public soft assert is soft assert. Okay, now I will import this. Okay, now and what I will do when we are going to create a application keywords, that constructor is going to call this constructor, and here what I will do, I will set my soft assert equal to new soft assert. Okay, I am setting in this constructor whenever the object of application is being called, it is being this is being adjusted.
Okay.
Okay, now suppose failure comes in my generic keywords.
I think I got lost. Is it more like to on this one? I think I got I mean, too
The
much to
thing
take on that, but
that's why I'm doing. Suppose if you are not coming tomorrow, you have the time. You can watch my video and practice it. Okay,
okay.
I will just pass you this link, what a video link, so you can. The thing is that I'm building the structure of my framework. I'm what I'm doing. I'm using the same keyword throughout my all test. Now I am talking about say your report thing.
Reporting.
Okay, now I think so. Yeah, I will go suppose for a report failure. Now software set for use is say public void report failure. This method is used to reporting the failure things. Report failure message. What is the failure message? If some function fails. Okay, now I just write one line that failure message. I just say in report failure and the failure message. And here I will say test dot log. Now say status dot fail. Okay, and my failure message. What this will do, what this line will do, status dot fail means it will fail the test case in my reports. Otherwise, if you don't write this, then there is no failure in your TestNG report. Sorry, in the your extent report. Failure in extent reports. Okay, now you have tell your report that your test case failed, but how to tell TestNG, okay, that this test case is failed? Soft,
Dot test. Like
soft assert.
from the
I,
class.
I'm using that word soft assert dot
Mm,
fail. Okay, that this test case has been failed. This will tell the TestNG, okay, that my failure in TestNG, that this will tell TestNG that okay, the test case has been failed.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now there is one more method that I have to use public void assert all. If you remember that without writing this line soft assert dot assert all test case, that previous missing lines, more can say previous test cases that are failed, that is not going to print something if this line is not written.
Okay.
We have discussed about this line. You can
Yes.
see that. Okay, now suppose in my lead management, where yeah, here, suppose something happens here in some way, and I have to call my function app dot report failure.
Rep-
Okay,
Oh,
some
if we call only it will come, huh? Because when it
yes,
is a failure, automatically want it go?
no,
Want it
no,
go
no,
to
no.
the report to print?
No, if I call it, then it will call going for the
Okay, okay.
failure thing. So the you can say the some critical thing or non-critical thing is going happen here. Some happens here. Suppose title not match, something not match. Okay, then I have to call
Then
this
means
report
we should
failure.
we should I give like if statement?
Yeah, you
How
can go
like
for the
how do
suppose
okay.
your validation text is not proven. Your title validation is not valid. The title you are thinking and the title is there is not gonna match. That is a non-critical failure. Then you are going to call this function app.report failure. Okay,
Then
you will then you say title not match. Okay, non-critical failure.
okay, then means this goes again like as a print statement. I or like as a validation. I can use a report statement like system dot out. Uh, I can use like in all my if conditions this report statement very easily.
Suppose in your create lead, there are two things in your validating. Like you are validating the title. Okay, suppose this is a fun thing, validating title. Okay, suppose your title does not match. Okay, title does not match. Okay, you are going for app dot report failure and just write line thing title does not match. Okay, non-critical failure. Okay, then you are not going to call that app dot assert all here, because app dot assert all, what it will do, it will just uh, you can say fail the test case over here. So you will just okay, it's a non-critical failure. You will move on. Suppose here you done some coding. You have write some XPaths in the username, then password, then login, then do some creation of lead. Okay. Now after that, suppose here again you are validating some thing like text box of the button. Now you are saying that your button text box should be button text box should be submit. Okay, but it is uh, enter. Again it's a non-critical failure. Okay, now again you will call it here app.fill say button text does not match. Okay, now what are you doing? Your two things that failed, but your text is going
Yeah,
to
now I got
continue.
this one. Yeah, I can
Okay,
easily use anywhere I want.
okay, now suppose your test case are on the end basis. So what you will do, suppose you are going here and you are going for the verify lead. Okay, now before verifying the lead, or you can say after the verifying the lead, now you want to write all those messages that you have write it over here. It is not going to print in the report until or unless you are use this thing. Then it will write all the messages. Otherwise, If you don't use this, the messages will not going to print.
Okay.
Okay, that's why I have what I have done. I have some non-critical failure, some non-critical failure. So now I will tell here. Okay, this one, this report failure, and one boolean stop on failure. Stop on failure. I will write and send it from there that you have to stop it or not. Okay,
Okay.
now say uh, if stop on failure, if it is true, then I will call assert all. If it I'm sending it true,
Yeah.
now here I will say it is not a, you can say, critical failure. So I will say okay, don't stop it, don't stop it. Okay, so this will run, it will go to this line, this will run. Okay, then it will go to this line, app.asset all. But suppose what happens after this line, some critical failure is there. What the critical failure? Suppose the password text box is not there. So I say app dot report failure, say password text box not reached. So what is, it's a critical failure because if I don't enter into the password, how can I move forward? So I will write here true. This is a critical failure. I want to stop my test case right over here. It will go here. It will stop on failure as at all. Okay, this test case, stop it over here. Getting my point?
Yeah.
So you have to
Yeah, I
understand the
got it.
scenario that what is the test case. Suppose title not match, it's not a critical failure.
Yeah, yeah,
But
that base that again goes down how you identify your defects. Based on that, you
yeah,
make your failure message.
I'm calling my message. Now, suppose if this thing doesn't happen, this happened. Okay, okay. Chalta is like this thing happened. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, now after that it will go here and it will print all the messages that is from non-critical list. Now, but here if some critical message, critical error or critical failure is that okay, password text box is not there. So how I am going to move forward? I have to fail my test case right over here. I have to
Yeah,
fail
then
my
this
test case.
becomes, but this alone becomes like validation. So you're not only doing validation, but for
Mhm.
each validation, you have to create like separate print statement, like this
Yes,
report statement.
yes.
Yeah.
So it depends on you that how you going to fail your test case. And suppose title not match, okay, that is okay with me, but I want to run my test case.
Then what if for matches? Say for example, for
Matches,
only
then it will not run. If it has to be, it is going to go for you. Suppose I'm going for some can say here.
uh, no, no,
Mm,
no, no, Abhijit, what I'm asking is we are creating a report log for failures. So we have to write for logic like this. But what if for pass report, if I wanted to create the report for all the test cases that passed?
when you going for this thing, test thing, quit thing. Suppose if your test cases run successfully, you can go for the here. Say in the session need management. Okay, generic. Here report failure. Now you can go for the say public void report success, okay, and
Okay.
string your
I
uh,
think then again we have to write for all the success one also.
yeah,
Oh,
success
wow.
message.
Okay.
Okay, and whenever your test case pass in the end, you can call this function. Just say here,
Okay. Okay. I got it. I got it.
and in case of this one, in case of fail, just write pass.
Mm.
Okay, so this will success on your this thing. Okay, and I think so that is not the case.
I
Perfect
think
dot.
before you close out, right, for today's session,
Mm-hmm.
that one our document you kept right for that test thing. I don't know where. I think you sent it, but I don't. I did not see in my today when I was trying to collect all your document.
Which thing?
The one that test run the test extent that what the code that you wrote your team wrote. I mean, to you guys wrote.
Test runner.
Oh, test runner I have. So that is the one, right? Okay, okay. I have that one. Yeah.
Okay.
But I thought it is something test extend something the name was. That's why I asked. Okay. I think yeah, it's true. With whatever right now, whatever you today, it's like this
Mm-hmm.
concepts itself like too way high for me today.
Mm.
Now it's so blank for me.
This is the test engine runner. I have passed it to you. I think so. I have passed this file
Which
test
one?
engine
Test
runner.
runner, you passed it. Test runner, you passed it. The one that you said, right? That the report that what your team wrote. Did you pass? I checked today. I did not test runner. I got it.
What is this?
Test runner. That I got it, Jeff.
Test
The one that
ng runner. Test ng runner. Please see to it. What
no,
is this?
this test NG runner. Yeah, is that the one
Yeah,
that extend the name that you said?
just test ng runner. This is the file that is used. Test
Yes,
runner.
yes,
I
yes,
have.
yes, yes.
Okay. So please see to it properly.
Okay, okay, okay.